Hi there, Richard Fulmer here, and welcome to another Richard's Rock Rambles Top 10 Songs. And today we're going to have a look at the great British blues rock band Bad Company. Of course, Bad Company was formed from the ashes of the band Free, with Paul Rodgers on vocals and Simon Kirke on drums. And they also added Boz Burrell, who I think had been with King Crimson, and Mick Rolfs, who was with the band Mott the Hoople. So let's have a look at my top 10. Of course, this is my top 10. You guys may differ. Please, down below, put your top 10. This is not an official best of or anything. It's just my personal top 10. So coming in at number 10, from Desolation Angels, Rock and Roll Fantasy. Probably the best track on the album. Towards the end, they kind of lost their way a bit, especially after the first two great albums. But Rock and Roll Fantasy is a cool track, and I think they played that quite often in the live settings. Simple Man from Running with a Pack, sort of a mid-pace bluesy rocker. Great vocals as usual from Paul Rodgers, one of the guys whose voice just gets better with age. I think him along with Glenn Hughes and probably Robert Plant from the classic singers are the guys that have managed to still cut it. Number 8, Burning Sky, the title track from Burning Sky. Kind of a moody track, starts off with a thunder and lightning and a great bass line from Boz Burrell. And really cool track. Number 7, Live for the Music from Run with a Pack, which starts with that sort of a slide guitar riff and then just goes into the track. And for me, that's the strongest track on the album. And I think it's the start off track, Live for the Music from Run with a Pack. Then number 6, Seagull from Bad Company, that sort of acousticy, ballady type song. Very memorable track, great lyrics, and that would become a crowd favorite as well. Number 5, Good Loving Gone Bad from Straight Shooter, their second album. Also, cool rocker, nice riff. These guys wrote some amazing riffs, memorable songs, and they had quite a number of hits in the beginning. In the beginning, they were managed by Peter Grant, who, of course, was the Led Zeppelin manager. He took them under his wing. And I think without him, they may not have got as far as they did, as quickly as they did. So that's number 5. Number 4, Shooting Star from Straight Shooter. A song about the rise and fall of a rock star and, the drug scene and what have you, which, of course, was very prevalent in those days. And unfortunately, Bad Company also would fall under that spell for a while. So my top 3. Number 3, Rock Steady from the debut album Bad Company, simply titled Bad Company, with that great black cover with Bad Company written across. Rock Steady, as the title suggests, just a cool rock song. Great riff, memorable lyrics. And then number 2 for me is Bad Company, the title track from the first album, starting with that great piano piece from Paul Rodgers. Quite an accomplished keyboardist as well as being a great singer. And sort of a Wild West theme to it. 6-gun sound and all the rest of it. Great track. One they have to play when they go live. And my number 1 track from Bad Company is Can't Get Enough from Bad Company, which is just a cool rock song. One that you crank up. Some really great guitar work from Mick Rolfs. Nice rhythm guitarist and also very tasteful lead guitarist. So that's my number 1. I have some honorable mentions, of course. From Straight Shooter, Feel Like Making Love and Call on Me, 2 great tracks. Run with a Pack, the title track, Run with a Pack, and Honey Child, which is a cool sort of funky beat to it. Really like that track as well. Burning Sky, Leaving You, Man Needs a Woman, and Master of Ceremony, which is a really weird track. It's almost got this sort of offbeat sound to it. And I think there's an effect on Paul Rodgers' voice, but it's just very different. So that's my honorable mentions from that album. From Desolation Angels, Gone, 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 and Early in the Morning, which is sort of a mid-paced, ballady kind of rocker. These guys never really produced bad albums, especially when you've got guys of the caliber of Paul Rodgers on vocals and the rest of them. These guys were all consummate musicians. And that's what happened a lot in the 70s. You had guys come from other bands who'd already done their time, so they knew what was going on, and they just delivered. And these guys pulled in massive crowds in the 70s. I've seen some of the shots of their stadium shows, and it's just masses of people. I mean, they were rivaling Zeppelin at the time for crowd attendance. So yeah, they did really well. And the last album they did with Paul Rodgers called Rough Diamonds, which for me was just didn't grab me. It was very sort of mid-pacey, very mellow, a lot of sort of country style guitaring. But there were two standout tracks. One called Electric Land, with a nice guitar piece from Mick Rolfs on there, and Untie the Knot, which has got a nice, interesting drum beat behind it. So there we go, my top 10 and honorable mentions from the band Bad Company. Still very early in the morning, I need more coffee. So let's just run through my top 10 again. Number 10, Rock and Roll Fantasy from Desolation Angels. Number 9, Simple Man from Running with a Pack. Number 8, Burning Sky, the title track. Number 7, Live for the Music from Run with a Pack. Number 6, Seagull from Bad Company. Number 5, Good Loving Gone Bad from Straight Shooter. Number 4, Shooting Star from Straight Shooter. And then my top 3, Rock Steady from Bad Company, the title track Bad Company, and Can't Get Enough. So there we go. Top 10 tracks of Bad Company, a band that's well worth checking out. If you haven't already, I'm sure most of you guys have heard of Bad Company. If you haven't, go out and get some. I'll see you guys soon for another top 10 songs. Not quite sure who I'm going to do yet, but regardless, it'll be interesting. Please guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe down below. And yeah, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.